Here you can see we've got good grass growth on this flat surface, and you can see there's 2 footpathways going through the grass from people who are using this during the off season. And our ski season lasts more than 3 months. It lasts between 4 and 5 months depending on when snow accumulation occurs. And in some cases it may even last more than 5 months. This is another medium grade little downhill that has an erosion gully running down it that has healed since horses were banned on Blueberry. But the horses kept this erosion gully active when they were here. This is another view of a footpath that people have made on the trail without any significant disturbance. When the DNR developed this trail system, they were greatly aided in the design of it by a professor from Northern Michigan University by the name of Jonathan Nelson. He was a proficient skier and very knowledgeable about the design of cross-country ski trails. And that's what this trail system was designed for, cross-country skiing. It has steep straight down the fall slopes, and this is something that horse trails should not have on them. Now this is a steep uphill that was shown on the 2005 video. It had erosion control mat on it that had been severely damaged by horses. Also the bare ground was severely damaged by horses. Now there is a thin layer of grass on here and pine needles, which have pretty well stabilized this hillside. This is the downhill side of that steep uphill. This is steep in its own right. It has a very thin layer of grass on it. It has bare sandy ground showing on much of it. There is some sheet erosion occurring on it. You can't expect to grow grass on these steep sandy hillsides. I suggested that they be chipped with wood chips, but my suggestion fell on deaf ears. So we have some erosion occurring right here. Now we're about halfway down. The slope is less steep, a little bit more grass growth, but still some bare ground. And then here we have good grass growth on about the lower third of it, but still some erosion right down the middle. And this is a view looking up this steep hillside. Now we're looking at the steep uphill on the other side of this bowl, and here at the bottom we have some erosion outflow, sandy, very powdery sandy soil, and it's coming down right down this run right here. The bottom half of this hillside has a lot of bare ground on it with erosion occurring. The top half has good vegetative growth from side to side, and that part of the hillside is stabilized. Both of these hillsides had erosion control mats on them in 2005, and they were severely damaged by horse traffic, as well as horse traffic along the bare ground on both sides of the erosion control mats. This is the last hillside that was shown on the 2005 video. It starts out at a medium grade and then increases in grade. And we can see these erosion wash down areas of sand from the hillside. Pine needles washed down as well as the sand. Much of the trail, in fact most of the trail is bare ground. There is a little bit with a very thin covering of vegetation. Some parts of it with pine needles, but much of it is bare ground that is eroding. There are several other instances of hillsides where the remediation that was done in 2005 never really took hold. And of course there's been no follow-up on the work that was done. And of course this hillside was also severely damaged by horses, and some of these erosion gullies likely are still remnants of horse damage. The remediation work that was done in 2005 wasn't done until, I guess, late October, early November, and with no growing season left, just winter ahead. Likely some of the cause for the erosion on this hillside though is from human foot traffic. Crossroads and Husky Loop are used fairly regularly by walkers, dog walkers, runners, and I suspect that this bare trail coming up is a result of human foot traffic. And this wasn't on the 2005 video, but it shows a very gentle slope that has a good covering of grass on it, with the exception of the human foot traffic trails that are coming through the grass.